Warm blessings, Master PaLiChee here. Today is Halloween, or the day that I call it Spirit and Energy Day. And so this is a day where we focus on spirit and we acknowledge that there are spirits living amongst us. I wanted to do a relationship reading for all of you. There's 4 groups, and the first group is here, number 1. So you're going to choose 1 through 4, but here's number 1. Number 2 here, and then number 3, and number 4. Okay, so number 1 being the group that is married. Okay, so you would choose number 1 if you are married. Number 2 being that you are a group that has in the group that has no partner and single, never married before. Number 3 here is the group that has a partner but not married. Okay. And then number 4 here is the group with no partner. You've been married before, so you're divorced or widowed. Okay? All right. So I'm going to have you skip to the part that makes sense for you, and you'll go from there. So number 1, group number 1 is the one I'm going to do first. So I have different cards in here. We're going to take a look at these cards, okay? So group number 1, take off this, and the first card is a regular deck of cards. Here's the card that was pulled for you, group number 1, and this is for the married person. And so it feels like if you're in this group, you are married, and so in the married group, what this card is saying is that right now you are going through some struggles in regards to self-struggles. On a scale of 1 to 10, you're pretty much about between an 8 and through 10. So an 8 through 10 is the feeling that I'm getting for you married gals out there in regards to relationship. Or guys. So right now, you're feeling right now, this is the feeling that you're feeling in your relationship. The emotions are also a little bit puzzled, and it's not really the puzzlement in regards to relationship in general. And remember, these are general readings. So this puzzle feeling that you're feeling right now is a feeling of frustration with yourself and with some of the decisions that you've made in your relationship or in your personal life that is also maybe is making you double think some things. Okay, so remember that this is a very generalized reading on married, on a gal or a guy that's married. And so right now, if you'd like to have, if you'd like to have a personal reading, you can click on the links below and they'll take you there. But for now, we are doing a general reading. Okay, so generally, the group that's married, okay, group 1, feeling from a scale of 1 to 10, you're at about an 8 to a 10 in regards to feeling this frustration, feeling like there's got to be some change that needs to happen in your life, that no one is really listening to you right now, and it's not all cheery right now. So it's some things that you're going through personally that you need to get over in regards to obstacles, okay? That's the first card for group number 1. The second card it says creation. Okay, so for you married gals or guys out there, remember your thoughts shape your future. Your words create today. Your choices become your reality. So again, this happens to be something in regards to creation, but then it also has a lot to do with choice and decision making. Okay, so there seems to be something linked with decision and maybe regretting or feeling sorry for yourself, or maybe thinking back and recalling some decisions that you've made that you're not too happy with. Well, this is the card that's coming up for you today. When you in this current moment, there needs to be some creation, okay? Some creation of good energies. These energies are going to help shape your relationship in the marriage. It is going to also help, especially by using good words in your relationship. It's going to help you make your choices become a better choice and choice that you don't regret, and that will become your reality. Okay, so in general, there's a lot having to do with choices and making the right choices, or even after you made maybe not a good choice, at least you can forgive yourself and start creating good choices for the future. Okay, so for you married couples out there, the second well, I'll say the third card, it's Orchid Priestess of Destiny. This is the Guan Yin Oracle. And the Orchid Priestess of Destiny tells us that it has a lot to do with, again, this card, the Creation card, okay? These two cards are very close together and in sync right now for the married couple. Orchid Priestess of Destiny. So that has also to do with you have to play your instrument. You have to create this mood for your marriage so that it can become what you want it to be. And what maybe you thought it should have been a long time ago for some of you, if you've been in the marriage long enough or longer. And then for some of those newlyweds, you can still create this energy within the family, within the marriage, but you've got to be able to be willing to take some time and create. Okay, take some time and make the decision to create and not feel like you're intimidated by all the things that has happened within the marriage. All right. And then we go on to the last card, which is the fourth card. Okay, so group one, your fourth card says heart-to-heart conversations. There we go. And so this is something that you will need to carry forward into the future with this card, okay, into the coming weeks here. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So you need to get close together, intimate again, and discuss what is going on with your own feelings and also what is going on with what you're not happy with, right? With the other partner or within the family, or someone taking maybe not the right responsibilities, or not taking responsibility at all, right? So this is going to be something of a future need within the marriage. Okay, so this is for group number one. Heart-to-heart conversations. You must have the heart-to-heart conversations. You must start playing your music, right? Your music must need to be played and created, and also create that comfortably, right? And if you are a woman, you need to also initiate this intimacy. Also, the man, if you aren't having intimacy, you need to also ask for some good energies as well from your spouse, okay? And then the other thing is, and I know some of you are saying, why should I be asking? Why should I need to ask? Well, sometimes people are so busy with life, right? The other spouse is very busy with trying to either climb up the ladder of career, or working with their kids, trying to get the family together, and or just taking responsibility within the family, and they're so busy that they don't remember to create that intimacy. And so now maybe you need to ask for it, but not really, straight up ask, but you need to also create that by a different way than a woman would. Okay. And then there's also creation or creative. Being a creation, so remember your thoughts shape your future. Your words create today. Your choices become your reality. So the choice that you have right now in your marriage will create what is coming in the next couple of months, and also what is coming from the next, the partner, right? The next steps from your partner. So you must create that too. All right. So the sooner you create it, the better it will be. And then coming up in general, this card comes up, the Queen here, right? But we've got the Black Spades, and so that's a feeling of some negativity going on. There's also some hopelessness feeling, or maybe feeling like something is totally down in the marriage and not feeling the intimacy anymore, not really happy with where you're at. There's some regret going on. So, but then these other cards are saying, here's what you do. And then ultimately, if you can have some good heart-to-heart conversations, it will then bring the emotions here to a better space, a better place. Okay, that's group one. All right, so now group two. Group two, your first card comes up. Okay, so you're the group that has no partner, you're single, you've never been married before, and this is for my group too. So this card comes up. All right, so this is the personal card. So what does this really mean? So really, with this card, it's saying there's some information coming in, some messages, and it's saying that you need some focus. All right, the focus that needs to come in for you right now is also the focus of your life. So in life in general. So what do you want in life, right? What is it that is going to give you the response to your why? And what is your why? And then so why should you be worried about relationship? Maybe there's a feeling of loneliness, or I just want to have a partner to be with. Maybe I feel like I haven't met my soulmate, and my soulmate is maybe coming, or is he coming, or is she coming? And so this card is saying, come back to focus. Right now you're at about a 8, 9 in not really focusing on your life in general and what you really want. Do you want do you want a partner? Do you not want a partner? This is a question that you've got to respond to yourself, to focus in on your life in general. Okay, for those of you that are not married yet, don't have a partner right now, is to focus on your life and to improve yourself by making a decision like, I do want him to come in, I do want her to come in, I do want a soulmate, I want to meet this soulmate. And for some of you, you're maybe saying, I really have been doing that. I've been asking for a soulmate and nothing's coming in. Well, right now, the time is not quite there yet, because you, inside of you deeply, you still haven't made a true focused decision on what you want. So then you have to go back and ask yourself, do I really want to be with a partner? Okay, and that's one thing that you can do right now. That's the state that you're in right now. The second card that comes up is cycles. Okay, you're going through cycles. And by you going through cycles, the card says we are all becoming. Okay, so you're becoming. Surrender to your changes, release your fear, and trust this powerful process, right? So there's a powerful process of why these cycles are happening to you. Why is it that you're going through the cycles of, yes, I do want a partner, no, I don't want a partner, yes, I do want a soulmate, you know, I feel like he's coming in, oh, he's coming in, oh, no, that's not the one. And this is the cycle of, it's getting, what is happening is that this cycle is the cycle of life. It's getting you through, and so that you can find your why, so you can also find the response to, do I ultimately want somebody in my life right now? Okay, and in general, remember, these are all general readings. If you want a personal reading, click on the link below. But this general reading is saying that this is the time where you're still becoming. So then there's no one coming in, and if someone comes in, it may miss you, or you may miss it, or he or she, and then you must surrender to these changes, right? These cycle changes, releasing your fear of actually having a partner, and then trust that this powerful process is true, right? You must trust the cycles of life, and you must also be, and then focus, right? You need to focus to get there. Okay, so the third card for my group number 2. So this card says, reveal the peacock beauty. Okay, reveal the peacock beauty. What does this mean for you guys? So this really means that you need to reveal who you really are. You need to believe in who you are, and then also revealing this beauty within you to show out, and to not be afraid and fearful of if that person, he or she, likes you or doesn't like you, or will like you or will love you, right? Or will you be able to love? Okay, so that's one of the biggest things right now in your in this card pull, that this is the piece, the key piece that's within you that needs to come out. And when it does, then your social life can be much better, and also meeting that soulmate can become what you want it to be. Okay, so this fear, releasing the fear, which is also the beauty within you, is your card number 3. Now for my group 2, card number 4. Express your love. Okay, you must express your love. If you want to go ahead and have a partner, you must release fear, okay, and show that beauty. You must also then go through the cycles, which you have, and some of you have, and some of you are yet to see those cycles. But some of you, most of you have probably gone through the cycles already. And then for some of you, it's self-improving. But by expressing your love, okay, you must start to express this love you have for yourself. And then also, if you start to show the love to yourself more, then the love to others will want to explode from your heart, okay? Meaning this golden and jade green light is what I often call it, the heart chakra, right? Is going to have a need, right? In general, you're going to have a want and a need and a deep desire to go ahead and make a romantic gesture. Okay, because this is the time that you need to make a romantic gesture, and that's why this future card is coming up, because coming up in the next 1 month or 2 months or so, maybe even sooner than that, a couple of weeks from now, you're going to really feel the desire to make a romantic gesture if you haven't already felt this within you, okay? So this love that's inside of you wants to just burst out and just give some love to someone out there that you know that you can bring love to, but maybe he or she does not know that right now. And maybe you have not met that person yet, but then you have to have faith and release your beauty, and then also allow yourself to go through the cycles and see and meet the fear, right? Face that on, and so that you can also self-improve. And so this is having to do with my group number 2. Okay, so continue on in trying to meet what is needed right now within yourself and within the other person that you may or may not know yet. So I'm going to continue with my group 3. All right, my camera kind of died out on me. So group 3 is here. All right, and so the first card that comes with my group 3, you are the group that is with a partner but is not married. Okay, so the first card that comes out for you is this this card right here. So what this card is telling me is that right now you are uncertain that there's going to be some commitment, some kind of commitment in your personal life. Meaning that either you are going to commit to him or he will commit to you, okay? And right now it's also uncertain that you believe that there's commitment for each other in general, okay? So this is a general reading. If you like a personal reading, go down to the link below and then you can contact me there. But right now, what this card is saying is that there's unsurety within the relationship, and also feeling a personal need to find who you are and then what you want right now, okay? So that's what this card is telling us. The current status of what you're going through right now is that there is a need for some clarity, okay? A need for understanding or clarity within the self and within the relationship. All right, now the second card that comes up is our strength card. Okay, so we're getting the strength card for you, those of you that you're with a partner but are not married yet. Okay, so it says, the strength card says, you have courage, you can endure. Find your center and spiral into your power. So you must spiral into your power. You must find your center. And also it's saying that you can endure. So it's saying, giving you strength. This card is the card that's giving you some strength to say, here you go. Here's some strength for moving forward, for making a decision, and then for figuring out if this is going to be the person that you want to be with for the rest of your life, or how long will you be with this person, right? This is the strength card for in general for those of you in my group 3 with a partner, okay, but you're not married. Remember that? Okay, so this is why you chose this particular group. Okay, so the third card is Nectar of the Lotus. Okay, Nectar of the Lotus. My Guanyin Oracle's card says Nectar of the Lotus for you. And these are the ones with a partner, okay? But you're not married yet. So Nectar of the Lotus, this card, when this card comes up, it feels like it has a lot to do with continuing to have this good feeling or these good energies within the relationship. Will you, this is a question that you ask often, will I or will he or will she have the endurance of having and be able to keep giving these good energy and these good vibes in our relationship? Okay, so connecting that back to this card, the Strength card, it's saying that going forward, this is the most important card here, is saying that with some strength, you'll also need to have some energy, okay? And how are you going to get that energy, right? The nectar of the lotus, all right? The nectar of the lotus. And then here, the current state is, oh, I need some help. I'm kind of stuck here on a level 10. It's 9 and 10 level here, okay, currently. But it's saying you'll need some strength, okay? And that's something that we can allow you to have and gain, right? But then you'll also need to find where this nectar is, right? The lotus, the nectar of the lotus. And then getting some of that nectar so that it can sweeten your relationship further. So for example, if you are in a relationship with a partner, but there's some commitment, but not all commitment, or maybe it's you that's not committing, then where is this nectar going to come from when there's no commitment? And why? The question is, why is there not commitment? Right? If you're together. And what does that mean? And what does that entail if you continue to stay together, but you don't really want to? So you must be able to see this part in your relationship to continue on. All right? And that number 3 is sort of like this like blinking sign and says, wake up. Are you really where you want to be? Is it who you want to be, the person that you want to be with? Okay? Okay, so this card comes up, which is interesting for group number 3. You're with a partner, but you're not married, okay? So, or commitment is low, perhaps. It feels like commitment is lower right now. So codependency, okay? Addictions are affecting your romantic life. And so what this card is saying for the future is if you continue to go on in this partnership, because it feels kind of like it's not going to, it may last, but it's not going to have this nectar of the lotus, okay? This card comes up because it's saying, hey, you need this, okay? But this card comes up for future, okay? Like a reference to the future. It's a prediction of codependency, and addictions are affecting your romantic life. So you may have some addiction to this partner. You may want to stay with the partner right now because of this addiction, whatever that could be. So lust, not really love. It's just I'm trying to get past. I'm trying to be with somebody because it feels lonely. I don't want to be alone. Maybe it's my status. I don't want to be seen alone. And so this codependency, these are the addictions affecting your romantic life right now. And so you must be able to release this in order to have the nectar of the lotus flow into your life. And then that will also bring strength. And then this stuckness will be going away. All right. So that's my group number 3. So group number 4, moving on to the last group. Okay. This is the group number 4 is the group, okay, that has no partner and you've been married before, but then maybe you've been divorced or widowed. So right now you don't have a partner and you're just by yourself. You don't have anybody that you need to really worry about, okay? But what is in it for you, okay? So my group number 4, the no partner, maybe you've been married before, or not, and you've just been divorced or widowed for a while now. So this is the card that I'm getting, Okay, so this card is also saying that, well, it feels like there's some abundance and some independence there, very independent, in fact, at a level 910. But this independence is a sort of a lonesome feeling independence. Okay, so you may be very independent right now and you have your success and everything's in place on the other areas, right? But what about the inner self area? It needs some releasing. It needs some healing that has to be done. There also needs to be a connection back to yourself of who you are, a connection back to love and family and relationship. It feels like the walls are really up and guarded, okay, right now. So currently you need to let the walls down in order to move forward, in order to unleash that loneliness, okay? And it's been maybe a little while that you've even had a partner or been with somebody for a while. And so this is, and some of you may say, well, you know, I don't need anybody in my life. But don't kid yourself, because you've been with someone before, and when having love and having a partner in your life feels good and you don't have it anymore, it's going to feel empty, okay, like there's a void. But for some of you, maybe it's not a partner that you need. Maybe it's a happiness of some other sort that you need, like a purpose, for example. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, so now the second card comes up and it's saying change. Okay, so change. So what does this mean and what is it saying? So you are transforming, let go of the past. Embrace the light and joy of this new day. So for some of you, you're saying, and you're probably saying right now as you're listening to me, well, I choose group number 4 because, you know, I was just curious. But you are transforming, in fact. Okay, and you may say, I really don't need a partner. I'm through with everything. I'm good I'm good off by myself. But really, your transformation is your spirituality, and then your spirituality is also your purpose, a purpose on earth and as a person. So you must let go of the past in order to transform, in order to forgive your past. Okay, so you must allow change and then embrace the light and joy of this new day. There is a new day coming up for you if there is an embracement of change. And so this is something that you need to do. You need to allow, instead of blocking everything, right? You need to allow this change to happen. So again, remember that this is a general reading, not personal. If you want a personal reading, go down and click on the link below. But in general, everybody in this group needs a change and needs to embrace change in order to get out of the stuckness that you've been in and been in for a while, okay? Then that will be, some things will be released, some good energies will be released, well, some good things will be released, as in the negativity being released, and good things will be able to come in. 8 immortals. Okay, so you're receiving my group for the no partner group, okay, and you've been either divorced or widowed. You're receiving this 8 immortals, okay, card. The Guanyin Oracle says this, okay, with the 8 immortals. So there's something more to it than past experience. And with the past experience, there's more wisdom to your life. You must look at that as more wisdom in order to be guided to the right path, to the path that is in your purpose and that is synchronizing to your relationship area, okay? Also, your hand in relationship must also be willing to accept this change in order to be guided to your soulmate, okay? Or be guided to your purpose. If the soulmate is not the case, it is your purpose that is the case. Make sense? All right. So this is getting guidance from a higher source, and so many different guidances, and maybe you're someone that has been praying for some guidance, and so this is the time coming up, and the key card to this reading that is going to help you to move and shift some of these changes and adapting to the new change coming up for you in the next 2 to 3 months, right? And then the fourth card comes along, and it's saying give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. So my group 4, the ones with no partner, right? Divorced or widowed. And maybe you're an older person that hasn't had any relationship at all, and maybe those relationships were not really good, right? And so now I want to say you need to give your relationship area a chance, okay? The card says relationship a chance. So this is opening your doors. Okay, so your doors are guarded and blocked. You need to open your door to give a chance to relationship. Because you're still living, you're still breathing. And I know that you want to, in fact, be loved. And you can bring out love to that extraordinary person that maybe you haven't met yet. And that you need to open up your heart to give your relationship area a chance and work on your partnership. What does that mean, to work on your partnership, right? Working on partnership meaning working on yourself mainly to be able to connect to a partner, and whether that can be your partner right now, that maybe it's saying, okay, so maybe you don't have a partner right this moment, right? But maybe you did have a partner. But what does it mean to work on your partnership? It means working on the self innerly and then working on the outwardly. Being able to speak in words that will make sense and will connect to one another, right? Embracing the light and joy of the new day, and then being able to open up to some guidance, okay? And then lastly, a future card here is giving your relationship a chance. And if you did, then and work on yourself and work on the partnership piece, right? Being able to allow others to be in your space, that is an important part of you. So you've got to allow this to happen in order to lessen this feeling of emptiness, okay? In order to fill this, I'll word it a different way, to fill this void or to fill this emptiness with a partnership. If you only work on yourself and allow change to come through, then your stuckness will be alleviated and will be then hidden, and your connection to somebody that needs to come in, right? Maybe this somebody that needs to come in is a true partner now, right? Maybe you've gone through so many relationships, or maybe one or two that hasn't been a great deal and a great work. So for you, so you've been through a bundle of stress and maybe have been even traumatized by that relationship. But for you to gain and regain back that energy of relationship, you must be able to give yourself, your relationship a chance. So any relationship in that area, you need to give it a chance. You need to give your relationship a chance and work on your partnership of getting along with another person and being an easygoing person to get along with. Now, maybe some of you may be saying, well, I've been easygoing all along and I took all the responsibility. Well, then what is it? What else is it that you need to work on? Maybe it's something of a different nature that you need to work on to improve that. There's always room for improvement. Okay, so that was my group number 4. So that's what I have for you today. Today is again Halloween, and that's why I'm Cleopatra, but I'm Master PaLiChee. Go down and click on links if you want personal readings, and I will talk to you in my next videos. Remember to subscribe to my channel, and so that we can continue on with guidance for you in the near future. Warm blessings from Master PaLiChee. Bye-bye.